We've organized two video overviews to really share with you the power and the potential of InkSoft. Now, to begin, in part one of this video overview, we're going to share with you sort of the front end of InkSoft, what your clients would expect interacting with InkSoft. We're also going to talk a little bit about the business opportunity and really the business strategy of using this new technology. Now, in part two, we're going to talk about working in the back end, actually managing your web business using InkSoft. So to begin, let's talk about really the business opportunity, the business strategy, and really what this technology means for imprinters. Now, InkSoft is a complete technology. It's a complete tool. It's not just an online design studio or online designer, but it's a website. It's the ability to create websites for all of your clients. Of course, it's loaded with graphic content. It has online design capabilities and a shopping cart. So it's really a complete e-commerce tool and a great way to grow your business. So before we really get into the nuts and bolts of InkSoft in the front end, I want to share with you three companies and how they're using similar technology and how they're growing their business using online marketing and e-commerce. And let's start with Custom Ink. So Custom Ink, together with Zazzle and Cafe Press, these three companies in 2009 sold $250 million in online decorated goods. So a majority of that being apparel, but also things like mugs and water bottles, as you can see here on the screen. So these are three companies that have had tremendous success selling online. And the frightening thing is Custom Ink is now advertising in your yellow pages. So they're actively coming after your clients. In fact, Zazzle has put together a little video, and we actually feature that on inksoft.com. And they basically say, screen printers suck. They complicate the process. They never have the products that you want. And Zazzle is now screen printing orders over 15 or more. So these are companies that are actively coming after your clients and your business, and InkSoft is an excellent way to respond. Now, the other thing I want to share with you before we move into talking about InkSoft specifically is I want to share one other statistic that really is eye-opening. Now, Ink.com, they rank the top 500 and 5,000 privately held companies in America. They're just a business magazine. Well, they've actually said that e-commerce and e-tailing is the third top performing industry of 2011. So there is a tremendous amount of growth and opportunity available in selling online. More and more consumers now shop online. In fact, 86% of consumers, they use a search engine to find a local business. So if you aren't concerned with developing your online e-commerce position, well, it's something that you should certainly start to consider and explore now. So let's talk about the front end of InkSoft. Let's talk about from the perspective of a client. A shopper goes to one of your InkSoft-powered websites. What do they see, and what is the workflow? So to begin, InkSoft, is a website, so you can take advantage of it, in terms of being your new home on the web, or you can embed just the design studio portion in the event that you already have an existing web presence and you're missing a design capability. So in terms of the InkSoft homepage, you can upload your logo. You can also choose a store theme to represent your web business. And this is what we call simple and clean, but there are various themes that you can use. In fact, let's give you an example of a client that's using the tool, and you can see what their store theme happens to look like. So a completely different layout and navigation. So we'll always be adding new themes to this, and you can simply, with the click of a mouse, choose the look of your website. So here, your clients would see your logo. They would see your advertisements. So in all modern web design, a lot of web designers are using this space or a large space to really use this to grab attention, because most people are visually oriented. You can use this marketing and these banner ads as a way to really engage your shoppers. And you can promote your services, you can promote specials, you can really get your visitors to take action. So marketing, you can use this real estate here and upload custom banner ads that you've designed. Now, these can also be linkable, meaning if I click on this, maybe it's going to take me to the product page for this specific product or special. So these can be linkable internally and also externally. Now, notice this, working sort of top to bottom here, everything is keyword searchable. So if I type in Trojans, for example, I can do a keyword search for all of the Trojans that are in the system. And I'll pause to mention now that InkSoft comes with 1,700 design templates in really every core category. It also comes with over 3,000 pieces of clip art. And a vast majority, I would say about 90% of this art content is vector. And we'll get a little bit more into that in just a moment. But for now, let's return back to the home page of InkSoft. Now, working top to bottom, keyword searchability, which is critical. Gift certificates. Your end users can actually purchase a gift certificate and give it as a gift. The core navigation here, you can see home, which is the home page, stores. This is probably one of the greatest features and benefits of InkSoft, is the ability to actually create campus stores, web stores, or just a dedicated website to sell whatever you want. So you can see here, if I click on Hillcrest Vikings, I have the ability to actually build a campus or spirit store for a high school. This is one of the greatest strategies to grow your business, is building these dedicated web stores, doing a fundraising program, which InkSoft supports. You can pay a store commission and generate a report based on any date range you should choose. So this is an excellent way to go to a new client or prospect and offer them something completely unique and actually generate a revenue share for that organization. So it solves a lot of problems from the end user perspective, putting in purchase orders, collecting funds, organizing everybody. Now they have a channel, and they can send people to this channel or web store to place their orders. Now at each of these websites, you can uniquely decorate them, you can merchandise them, you can add graphic content, unlimited graphics, unlimited products. You can really, really customize this to your end users' needs. So again, the ability to create custom web stores for your clients. So this isn't just about having one website, this is really about having websites. And it's a completely unique thing that's really hard for your competition to affect. So we'll go back to the homepage here. Now notice here, start with the design, start with a product, or create your own. Those are the three workflows that are possible in sort of this online e-commerce process, but also in your business. When a client comes to you and they know they need to promote their event, but they don't have a graphic, they don't have a theme, they don't even know what products they want, they just know that they're in charge of doing their employee appreciation event. So here the clients can choose either to start with the design first, and if they make this selection, they'll be greeted with the design template sort of catalog. And you can see all the designs are arranged in different categories. You can create your own categories and upload unlimited vector and digital art content, which is pretty important. Now let me pause to share with you why we believe this art content is so important. As imprinters, our core function is putting artwork on stuff. Now artwork tends to be the biggest bottleneck. It's the biggest sources of frustration. Clients bring us miserable artwork and we have to recreate it, or we have to reinvent the wheel, or we're charged with being the creative graphic designer every day. Well, why not let your clients be involved in this process? Well, here with these professional design templates, these design starting points, your clients can be involved in the design workflow. So they can choose a design theme and they have the opportunity to then customize it. Now the same is true of Clipart. There are 4,000 pieces of Clipart, and you can actually upload your own content and create your own graphic content for your clients to select from. So everything from Greek and fraternity, religion, mascots, all of the content is available, and of course you can upload your own to an existing category or again brand a new one. So here you can see all the mascots that are available in InkSoft, pretty much every mascot you could consider. So a client can then click on a category of mascots, they can choose the one that's appropriate for their event, and they can then add text or recolor it and decorate it. So pretty important in that workflow. So returning back to the homepage, we'll conclude the workflow on the homepage, and then we're going to actually get into the process of creating a custom theme and then checking out through the InkSoft powered shopping cart. Now here at the very bottom, you'll notice designs. You have the ability to feature designs. Now I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page very quickly, and you'll notice how those designs randomly rotate. So you can feature unlimited designs, and they'll randomly rotate and shuffle in this area here. So this is a great way for you to show off your favorite themes and designs and expose those to your shoppers. Now the same is true of products. You can feature products, and those will display here in this workflow. Now you'll also see start with the design, start with product. These randomly rotate as well. So it's a great way to expose your shoppers to new products, new concepts, new ideas, and let them quickly choose an idea and then go on to customizing it. Now I'll also conclude here on the right hand side, you have miniature advertisements. So it's a great way to get people to follow you on Facebook or Twitter, or maybe maybe you're going to highlight a specific product. All hoodies 5% off, shop now. If they click that, it's going to actually open up that page for those specific products. Now since we're here, I want to point out that InkSoft is a full-featured e-commerce product. What do all e-commerce products have in common? Well, they sell products. Well, InkSoft is unique in the sense that your clients can personalize products. but you can also sell what we call a static product. And here's a perfect example of that. Some processes aren't suitable for personalization, rhinestone decoration or all over prints or whatever it may be. So you can actually upload a graphic and make it locked. You can actually add that graphic to an existing product to rapidly merchandise. It's one of my favorite features in InkSoft. So I can upload a rhinestone design. I can say I want to sell this on this lady's style t-shirt, and I can also make that available for all colors. Instantly, InkSoft will populate and create a unique product with that rhinestone template for each one of the products. Very, very exciting and powerful feature. So here a client can simply add to cart, check out, and complete their purchase. Now you'll also notice there's an opportunity to get a quote. So there's a quick quoting function that's available. So a client has the opportunity to put in the quantity desired, and they can say get instant quote now, and it's going to return the accurate pricing based on how you entered the pricing into the system. Now they also have the ability to generate a request for more information. This is effectively a lead. So InkSoft isn't just about online orders, it's also about getting leads that could turn into major opportunities. So here your client can fill out this information, submit the request, and you would get an email with a lead, and then you can take action and follow up. And again, that could develop into really big opportunities. So this is a tool to generate leads, to generate orders online. It's also a tool, as you'll see with these InkSoft powered web stores that you can create for your clients, it's really a way to trap the business. So you might do a great deal of business offline through traditional brick and mortar sales just simply by giving a client a web store. It's kind of creating that wedding ring or those golden handcuffs as we call it. So heading back to the homepage, I'm going to share one other core function here. And one of the requests that we oftentimes get is, can we use our blog? Can we use a gallery or portfolio? Can we create custom pages? And the answer is yes. So at the very bottom here, you'll see portfolio, you'll see blog. So you can create your own custom pages and add them to the navigation here at the bottom or the navigation here at the very top. So you can really make this a full-featured website with every single component you'd ever need from a website, like a blog, like a gallery, like contact page, or whatever it may be. And it's a great way to also induce search engine optimization by putting some great text content and links in these custom pages. So this is that's it as far as the homepage is concerned. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually design something, and this is really the fun part and really the sizzle part of InkSoft. So again, your clients have the opportunity to either choose a product first or they can choose a design. So in this case, let's go ahead and just pick a design here. And we'll go ahead and click on one of these themes. Now once we click on a theme or a product, we'll have the ability to share this with our social network. This is an excellent way to grow your business, virally or organically. Now we've all heard as business people that word of mouth marketing is the most important, it's priceless. Well, virtual word of mouth marketing is even more powerful because I can, in the click of a mouse button, share a concept or a product or something that I like with 200 of my contacts on Facebook. And maybe 30% of those contacts click and take action. That's 30 people that are being exposed to your products and services. So pretty important function, and that's built right into InkSoft. Now we've already talked about the quick quoting function. This could result in a lead, so quick pricing. Now the client has the opportunity to customize this right now, so they can customize this theme immediately, which is going to bring it into the design studio, or they can choose a product to place this design on. So if I click athletic wear, for example, and I choose a product category, let's say jerseys, I have the ability to automatically showcase that design on those different products. So here you can see raglan jersey. So I'm going to go ahead and click that raglan jersey, and you'll see now the design we chose is now automatically populated on the product that we selected. Well, now I can choose the color variation. So I'm going to choose the white cardinal variation of this product, and I'm now going to click customize it. And now we're going to move into the InkSoft Design Studio. This is where your clients will customize and personalize the graphic that they selected. So here we have the product in the background, and we have the design on top. So now I can zoom in, and I have the ability to really focus in on the theme. Now let's work from top to bottom, left to right here in the Design Studio, and I'm going to share with you why we think we have some major advantages and advancements in the InkSoft Design Studio. All of the design templates, all of the clip art are keyword searchable. So I can type in Trojans or Devils or whatever the theme may be, and I can keyword search for all of those design templates or clip art. Now some of the other advantages of the InkSoft Design Studio is the ability to toggle and browse different products. So let's say that your end user decided that they didn't like this particular product, they wanted to see this graphic on, say, a hooded sweatshirt. Well, they can go ahead and browse through all the products that you're making available, and they can easily and dynamically change that product. And that's going to update live in the Design Studio. So you can see now our graphic is mounted on a hooded sweatshirt as opposed to that raglan jersey. So you can sell any products you want. There's no limit to how many products can be in the system. And we are integrated with SAMR, and we do have a bulk of Broder/Alpha products already in the system. So for apparel purposes, there's not a lot of work to do in terms of merchandising. But of course, you can add custom products, and you can add unlimited custom products into the system. Now, in the event that your client is signed in, they have the ability to access all of their own artwork that they've uploaded. So your end users can actually have their very own account where they can store all of their designs that they've uploaded. They can save their work. They can see their order history. So it's a great way for you to allow your end users to interact with your system. And I'm going to share with you why that's so important. And you'll see that now. If I click out of here, if I try to navigate away, I clicked on the home page, and it says if you leave the Design Studio without saving, you're going to lose your artwork. So we really prompt your shoppers to save, and that converts them to what we call a shopping cart abandon. So let's say that somebody's in here designing, and they make the decision to leave your website, but they choose to save before they do that. You're going to get that information, and you can send them an automated email to get them to return to complete their purchase. So shopping cart abandonment is something that all e-commerce websites struggle with, and you definitely want to increase your conversion. And InkSoft has the intelligence to trap leads, and those can convert into orders. So it could have been an opportunity lost, but with the shopping cart abandon function, it's an opportunity gained. So other functions as we move through this system. In the Design Studio, your clients have the ability to add text, if they want to decorate a piece of clip art, or if they upload their own theme and they want to add text to that. So here you can see the add text function. They can also edit the layers in their design to really order, how things look in their graphic. They have the ability to delete, they can copy, paste, duplicate, so a lot of function as it relates in the Design Studio. Now, of course, your end users can upload content, and we can upload vector designs along with high-resolution digital designs into the Design Studio. Your clients can also communicate with you by putting notes, they can email, and they can also save their theme as we've already mentioned. So let's go ahead and personalize this design. I'm going to start at the top. So maybe I want to change the color. Now I should mention that you can actually program your own colors that will display to your end users. So if you screen print with a certain palette of ink, you can control that palette. Now here I can do things like add a curve. I can control the spacing of this particular theme. So let's say we want to, control the size of this. I can go ahead and boost up the size, the spacing, and also add a curve to this design. So I can go ahead and add different colors to this and completely decorate it. Now when I'm satisfied with this, let's change mascot name to, let's say, Arizona State. So you can see how I can personalize that. Maybe instead of athletic department, we want to put in football. And instead of 2012, we'll put in 2011. So you can see how quickly we've personalized that theme. Now we can add effects. We can do things like add a distressed vintage overlay. This is what we call a $1 billion retail trend. Every mall, every retailer is selling these vintage distress looks. So your clients can apply those or, of course, remove them if necessary. And they can also decorate different regions of the product. So I could make this a left chest theme. I can make this a full front theme. I could decorate the back of the product. So you have full capabilities in terms of different areas. Player names and numbers, a lot of function built into the InkSoft Design Studio. Well, what's the conclusion of this? Well, the conclusion is making a purchase. So here I can add to cart, and it's going to prompt the end user to save this design. So maybe I'm going to make this Sun Devils, and I can go ahead and save that design template and move on to the shopping cart. And so once we navigate over to the shopping cart, we have the ability to complete our transaction. And you'll see here that we subscribe to every best practice for e-commerce. So things like taking the one more sell opportunity, increasing your sell, doing things like adding player names and numbers, and $4 for every number, $4 for every name. Well, if I could take $8 of a high profit margin imprint, I'm certainly going to take advantage of that. So this is something you can also turn off by each product. So if you're selling a sign, it's probably going to be inappropriate to have names and numbers or a team roster for a sign. So your clients can add notes. They can also toggle, what quantities they want, and the shopping cart will update those items and they'll see that pricing. You can also do things like quantity discounts. So in the event that your clients purchase more than a certain range of quantity, so if I exceed 24 units, you're going to save 5%. So you can go ahead and configure your own custom quantity discounts, which is a great way to induce people to decorate maybe their whole team as opposed to purchasing the small quantities. Now there's integration with FedEx, UPS, USPS, and of course you can create custom shipping methods like pickup and delivery. Gift messaging, great way to induce gifts. People like to add gift messaging to the the packing slip. And we can support unlimited coupons and discount codes, and you can even have these automatically apply. So let's say, for example, you want to run a promotion that says, orders over $50 shipped for free, UPS ground. Well, the shopping cart has the intelligence to know as soon as they match that $50 rule, automatically the shipping becomes free. So pretty exciting function here. Now we're going to go ahead and progress through this workflow here. So we have the ability to now check out and make payment, and we're integrated with PayPal, Amazon, Authorize.net, which is one of the industry's largest credit card processors, and also Neelix. Now there's a fifth way to take money from a client, and that's doing a purchase order. So you can make a purchase order available in each of your web stores. So you can do it selectively or have it made available for each of your web stores. So that's really the process here. We'll go ahead and do a fake checkout so you can see the final stage of this workflow. So we're gonna go ahead and check out here, and I'm gonna enter in a purchase order number and pay now with purchase order. Now this transaction is complete. So you can see order complete, thank you for your order number is, and they can view a receipt to see the history or their transactions. They can also print off that particular receipt as well. So I can go do a print preview here, and here's the receipt for that particular transaction. So you can see pretty streamlined workflow, pretty common in terms of e-commerce. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna move on to part 2. So go ahead and click on part 2, and we're gonna share sort of the back end of InkSoft and how you run your web business and the powerful tools that are available to you.